Oh, Lord Vivec! I wasn't expecting to see you again tonight, considering I didn't mean to embarrass you and Uncle Odros, you know. It's just that he had been gone a while and...
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. I didn't expect things to take quite that long, either. I feel I owe you some explanation on that head. Not of the particulars, of course, but the bigger picture.
Uncle Odros didn't want to talk about it at all. I'm surprised you do. Not that I'm saying no to hearing it, of course.
Before I was who I am now, I was one to be called for the services of others. My physical nature made me something of an oddity, and I was a novelty for many who found me both revolting and desirable. Such it was, and such it remained until I met your Uncle Odros, who took me in as a sort of...
You were his paramour.
You said it, not me.
So, your circumstances improved, and you became the warrior poet you were later known as?
It is astounding what you can learn when you do not have to entertain many people, and then, one day, perhaps somewhat like your father, I made the wrong choice. But there is something more than that we must discuss. Something more important.
What's that?
I don't know if you have ever seriously thought of chasing the idea of achieving Chim now that you have godhood, but I want to warn you against it.
Why is that? From what I can gather from the sermons and from what my father tells me, you went to great lengths to learn its secret. Surely something you go through all that effort for was worth it, right?
No, my dear Lady Dagoth. No, it was not. I will spare you my usual mysterious statements and give you the one piece of information straight that I expect I ever will. Chim was not worth what I went through. To be in control of the dream, it does not mean that one has escaped it. You remain a prisoner of forces beyond your control and have only an increasingly small space to play in. And so, I waited. First in Morrowind, then in Cyrodiil, and finally in Skyrim for some wisdom to come to me. For some answer. For an answer that never came.
But you've never left Morrowind since I knew about you, I mean... Or do you mean, please, explain to me?
Let us just say that the throat of the world spoke to me, and a way to correct my errors was given. The way to give others at least a choice, instead of being numbers and images beneath the sky set in routines that never varied, was handed to me, in exchange for a promise.
And what was that promise?
There are fewer victims to sing to, I see. The demon must surely be ordering his monsters to keep their distance. He would not want to leave dealing with you to anyone so lowly as an ash zombie. Perhaps he will send an ascended sleeper. Or perhaps as you betrayed him, he may come to end you himself.
Surely he would say this was punishment enough. Am I to have no solace even now?
Perhaps it was enough before, but now that he has the tools of Kegranak, now that he has obtained the ultimate power he so desired, and a newfound alliance with one he once called enemy. Yes, my child, he has forged a pact with Vivec himself. Do you not see, Sadara? Your failure has doomed everything, and the demon you once loved will rend your spirit for the treachery you showed him. If you wish to continue with this small joy you have, listen, and I will ensure you...
Azura, why have you gone silent? Please, I need help.
Dagoth Delna said he heard her passing in this direction. I can sense something there, but it's almost as if it's been...
He can't sense me. Please let him pass by.
You go on and go in there, and if you find her, remember, I want her unharmed when you bring her back to me.
It's all right. You're going to be all right. Don't panic. Most of the things that serve him don't have eyes. It will be fine.
Well, do you see anything?
No. All right. All right. At least it is all over. And I can stop hoping for a way out. Why do you not attack me? Does your master wish to do it himself?
Is it really you, Sadara?
Go ahead. Just get it over with.
What do you mean? Get what over with?
Azura said you were furious that you meant to destroy me. Now you had the full power of the heart, and I can't stand to be afraid like this anymore. Please, just make it quick.
Is that why you fled from the ash zombie? You thought I meant to destroy you. Sadara, nothing could be further from the truth. I don't know what poison Azura has been filling your head with, but you must listen to me. Nothing is as it was before.
How can I believe you? The last time we spoke, you were as firm in your conviction about Corpus and Akula Khan as ever. Why would you change your mind?
Why? Well, it had something to do with a young woman who walked into Red Mountain like she owned the place, pointed directly at me with absolutely zero fear, and demanded I be the parent that until that point unaware I was. A young woman who moved right in, against the advice of literally everyone in Morrowind, and when she faced the same decision you did, she found a different way forward.
What did she do? What did you do?
She used the tools herself, obtained the same power the tribunal did, and gave Azura the biggest middle finger possible. She said she was going to save me and all the rest of House Dagoth, and I'd already lost you. So when she said she wouldn't hand over the tools, despite facing Azura's wrath, well, the choice was obvious. And this time I was able to make the right one.
Our daughter, our girl, doing so much. I am so proud of her. She's become a woman, and I have been confined to this. It's true. It's all really true. By the divine. Azura really has no depth she won't sink to punish me, us.
I'm not going to lie to you, Sadara. Not anymore. It won't be easy, but we need you. I need you. I said to you once there was little point in victory if there was no one to share it with. And the same thing holds true now. Except, I would rather fall with the loss of the heart itself than lose the woman I love.
Stu, do you know how many times I've longed to hear those words? Even before I left, I thought it was only physical, at least on your side, or that you were lonely and eager to connect to anyone. And then I left, and despite knowing it was for the best, knowing that at that point you weren't planning to change, it was like
someone had taken all the color out of life and turned what remained to ashes in the wind.
Like the ash was all there was or ever would be again. Tell me this isn't a dream. Tell me I won't wake up and find I've lost everything all over again.
No, this is not a dream, and we shall never be parted again. I can't erase the past, Sadara, but the future lies ahead, and whatever is broken can be put back together. Whatever is lost, we can find again, and this time on our own terms. Now, let's go home. And whatever Azura sends our way, we deal with it as we should have all this time, together.
Azura, having problems again, are we? You know, it would be much better if you chose your tools more carefully.
I have no need for your insults, Dagon. Why do you speak to me now?
Because our interests happen to align. You wish to rid yourself of a pest, and I wish to prevent another such pest from becoming a problem to me. My own followers are engaged in my other plans, but I see and hear that you have taken a new champion, and in our shared interests, I have a proposition to make.
Very well. What is this proposition?